Making the decision to get fit and hit the gym can be really intimidating. You may have a long list of questions with no obvious answers. Well, you're not alone, I guarantee you. So join us now to answer some of your most important questions is Biggest Loser trainer and Shape Magazine's consulting fitness director, Jen Widerstrom. Welcome, Jen.
Thank you, guys.
And I love that you are sharing your passion for fitness because you went through a transformation yourself. Tell us about that.
I have. I do, but can I just tell one quick story to everybody?
Of course you can.
So I moved to LA from Chicago probably 10 years ago. And I didn't have a lot of money and I didn't have a lot of direction. I was questioning why am I here? And I came to your show here and watched it because I saw people, I know, it's a true story. Came here, watched you guys up here, sharing your passion and helping people, and it made me believe that maybe I should stick it out and keep trying. And so, to be here with you guys is like the coolest thing, so just think.
I want a hug. Honestly, that means so much to us.
That is awesome.
That means so much to us.
Sincerely, thank you. And it's so important, like before we get into all the fun stuff, it's so important to say thank you to the people that inspired you to keep going. So thank you and thank you.
That story is meaningful for us because the truth is I always tell folks that you do something now for over a decade and you sometimes, you forget. Meaning you forget that 10 years ago there may have been someone watching an episode and it actually was meaningful to them. So thank you for that. But I also think it highlights how here you are 10 years ago. And we've all had those moments in our lives where you're making a decision. And you clearly made the right ones.
So getting on track here, I saw nothing wrong with the way I was eating and drinking. I saw nothing wrong with the way I was kind of living my life until I really got dark and I got sad and I was like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. And I just started to kind of learn and I think through learning in my process and also like coming to your show, I got to learn that like there's a way to help people through health and information to help them really have a better quality of life, you know? And that's what it really comes down to.
And I love this whole tangible element of just feeling better. And that's such an important piece to this. And I will say that a lot of people watching right now may feel intimidated and you may not feel better right now, but knowing that someday soon, if you start to incorporate these things into your life, you will feel better.
And I want to qualify what feel better means. I don't operate at a 10 every day, but sometimes it starts to happen. You feel like you're at a 6, but it feels like a 10. And then you hit a 7, you're like, it's still a 7, not a 10. So you start to reassess or reassign what your numbers feel like, and you start to get back to where you belong.
And clearly, you've learned a lot along the way.
Yeah.
So we have some viewers who I know have some questions that hopefully you can offer some advice on.
Oh, bring it on.
So the first one comes via social media video. Let's check it out.
Hi doctors. Will high-intensity interval training help me sculpt muscle, or is just using weights the best way to gain muscle?
So good news, you don't have to pick one. HIIT training, high intensity interval training, you work very hard for a short amount of time. I call it intentional, intelligent movement, and then you kind of get to break. So it's nice mentally because the work is kind of cut out for you, but you know rest is waiting for you, so you get to push harder. But you can absolutely include weights in that and not just do one or the other. And I think that the reality is when you can move those fast twitch muscle fibers, those are the ones, kind of give me a little bit of it. See, those are the ones that's gonna make this like pop a little for Doc here. So that's why we wanna do it.
Yeah. And how long should those intervals be?
Oh, it depends on the day, you know, where's my energy. But
whether you're a 7 or a 10.
Exactly.
Thank you. See how we brought that together, everybody?
Yeah. Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Because I will admit, now that I'm 46, when I started doing this, I was 35.
Yep.
I did have more natural energy. So for me to go do HIIT training, on the stage, we were doing these crazy workouts. I've had injuries now. And so I'll be honest, I get to the end of a long day, I'm not going home and doing hardcore HIIT training.
Yeah.
Is that okay for our viewers? If the super hardcore HIIT training, what would you recommend for those folks?
Okay, so this is fun. So putting both your questions together, whether it's 15 seconds, I don't really go much more over 90 seconds. That's kind of an end cap because then you're gonna start to hit a different system of your body. But anywhere under 90 seconds, and maybe even if it's 15 seconds, if you're tired at the end of your day, do 15 seconds really hard and kill it, and then take 40 off. Or 45 off, you can absolutely do that work to rest ratio. And if you're feeling better, if you're feeling like a 10 today and yesterday was a 6, hit 45 seconds hard and go 15 rest.
And I think this is really a great thing to think about because I will admit, even in my own world, I feel terrible if I have a day where I just don't want to go or can't even go hard. So this is liberating.
Yeah,
This means if your
adjust,
body doesn't feel
basically.
great, if you're at a 6 on a given day, just do the best you can
But
on
then
that day.
rock
But
that
then-
6.
Yeah.
But don't judge yourself for being at the 6. Just give what you got that day. It's gonna be enough because your body's gonna see it as a 10, not as a 6.